Good morning, everyone. This is lecture number 49 of Engineering Thermodynamics. Today we will discuss Junker's gas calorimeter. We have already seen bomb calorimeter. Junker's gas calorimeter is same as that of bomb calorimeter. Only difference is that in bomb calorimeter we determine the calorific value of liquid and solid fuels. But in Junker calorimeter we determine calorific value of gaseous fuel. Junker calorimeter is used to determine the calorific value of gaseous fuel. Look at the figure. First of all, we will see the construction of Junker's gas calorimeter. It consists of a gas meter. Gas meter measures the volume of gas which is to be supplied to the calorimeter for the burning purpose. Gas meter supplies the gas and it measures the volume of fuel gas which is to be supplied to the gas calorimeter. Then pressure regulator. Pressure regulator maintains the constant pressure of gas. Pressure regulator maintains the constant pressure of gas. Means a fuel gas is supplied at a constant pressure to the burner. This is a burner which burns the fuel. Now this portion is a calorimeter. This is called as a gas calorimeter. Now inside the gas calorimeter the flue gas surrounds. Inside the gas calorimeter flue gas surround. Flue gas means the combustion gases. After combustion of fuel, the product of combustion, that is combustible gas, moves inside the calorimeter. Now inside the calorimeter there are a number of water tubes. These are the water tubes. Now water tubes are provided inside the calorimeter. Now level of water is maintained with the help of overhead tank. From the overhead tank water is supplied and the temperature of water is measured at the inlet to the calorimeter. At the entrance to the calorimeter temperature of water is measured. After combustion water absorbs the heat from the flue gases and the temperature of the water increases, and the final temperature of water is measured by the another thermometer. At the inlet to the calorimeter the temperature measured by the thermometer is a T1 and the temperature of hot water measured by the thermometer is T2. Now the water supplied by the overhead tank is measured by the measuring gauge when it is supplied from the temperature T2, when it is supplied by the second thermometer, Now the exhaust gas formed during the combustion is exhausted to the atmosphere. Before exhausting to the atmosphere, the temperature of exhaust gas is measured by the thermometer. Now when the gas fuel is supplied to the Junker's gas calorimeter, its volume is measured by the gas meter. The gas enters in the pressure regulator where constant pressure of gas is maintained, and at particular constant pressure the gas is supplied to the burner, where in the burner gas undergoes combustion. The product of combustion, that is combustible gases, flows inside the gas calorimeter. It moves in the upward direction, then in the downward direction, while circulating flue gas means combustible gas inside the Junker's gas calorimeter. The heat of gas is absorbed by the water. Just similar to the bomb calorimeter, and this absorption of heat by the water is used to calculate the calorific value of gas. Used to calculate calorific value of gas fuel. Now in this case, the measured quantity of gas is supplied, therefore mass of fuel we know the mass of fuel. The whatever the water is supplied in the Junkers gas calorimeter is measured outside the calorimeter, therefore mass of water is also supplied. Mass of water is also known to us. Here whatever gas is supplied is measured in term of volume, and mass of and the quantity of water is measured in term of kg. Quantity of gas is measured in term of volume and quantity of water is measured in term of mass, that is kg. Therefore whatever calorific value will be calculated will be given in term of kilojoule per meter cube. The mass of the value of calorific value obtained will be in term of meter cube per volume. The combustible gases flows inside the calorimeter and rejects heat to the water. Water absorbs the heat from the combustible gases and increases its temperature from T1 to T2. Therefore, heat lost by the combustible gases equal to heat absorbed by the water, and heat lost by the combustible gas is equal to volume of gas multiplied by its calorific value, and the heat absorbed by the water is equal to mass of water, specific water, and change in temperature. Now to balance the left hand side and right hand side, we have to multiply it with a we have to balance the left hand side and right hand side, we have to equalize the unit. That is, on the left hand side it is kilojoule per meter cube and on the right hand side is kilojoule per kg. We have to equalize the unit. The combustible gases which is coming out of the calorimeter is measured, the temperature of exhaust gas, that is combustible gas, is measured with the help of temperature thermometer, that is T3 or Tg. Look at the theory part. The Junkers gas calorimeter is used to determine the calorific value of gaseous fuel. Look at here. It is used to determine the calorific value of gaseous fuel only. To determine calorific value of liquid and solid fuel, we use bomb calorimeter. That is the difference between Junkers and bomb calorimeter. If you get the question like difference between Junkers and gas calorimeter, you should know that Junkers gas calorimeter itself represent it is for gas, and bomb calorimeter is for liquid and solid fuels. The Junkers gas calorimeter was named by the Antoine Lavoisier. This was the inventor of Junkers gas calorimeter. It was invented in 1870. Its principle is somewhat similar to the bomb calorimeter. Its principle is somewhat similar to the bomb calorimeter in respect that heat involved by the burning of gas is taken away by the water. In bomb calorimeter also, the heat of combustion was taken away by the water. In its simplest construction, it consists of the combustion chamber in which the flue gas burnt in a gas burner. This portion is called as a combustion chamber because here the combustion takes place. Okay. A water jacket through which the set of tubes called flue path surrounds this chamber. These are the number of water tubes called as a water jackets. Thermometer are incorporated at the different places to measure the temperature. First thermometer is incorporated at the entrance of water. Second is at the exit of water. and third is at the exit of exhaust gas. Procedure. The measured quantity of gas whose calorific value is to be determined is supplied to the gas burner via gas meter, which records its volume, and the gas pressure regulates, which measures the pressure of gas by means of manometer or pressure regulator. The measured quantity of gas, that is when the gas is supplied, its quantity is measured in the gas meter, and measured quantity of gas is supplied to the burner for the burning, and its pressure is measured in the pressure regulator, and pressure regulator also serves to maintain the pressure of the gas. When the gas burns, the hot product of combustion travels. When the gas burns, hot product of combustion travels upward in the calorimeter in the chamber, and then downward through the flues, and finally escape to the atmosphere through the outlet. Look at here. When the combustion of fuel takes place in the burner, combustible gases move first in the upward direction. First moves in the upward direction, then in the downward direction, then in the downward direction, and finally exhausted to the atmosphere. The temperature of escaping gas is recorded by the thermometer fitted at the exit, and this temperature should be as close to room temperature as possible so that the entire heat of the combustion is absorbed by the water. The temperature of exhaust gas is measured by the temperature, and this temperature should be as same as that of atmospheric temperature. It means we should ensure the complete absorption of heat by the water. The temperature of exhaust gas should be as low as possible, or the as near to the atmospheric temperature. The cold water enters the calorimeter near the bottom and leaves near the top. The cold water enters near the bottom of calorimeter and leaves at the top. Water which is formed by the condensation of steam is collected in the water. The fuel which enters, the gaseous fuel which enters consists of a moisture. During the combustion, that moisture convert into vapor. And because of the water available here, that vapor condensed, and condensate is collected in the condensate tank. The quantity of gas used during the experiment is accurately measured by the gas meter, and the temperature of ingoing and outgoing water are indicated by the thermometer. The quantity of gas during the experiment is accurately measured. The accurately measured quantity, that is volume of gas, is supplied to the calorimeter. Temperature is measured of water temperature is measured at the inlet, and outlet temperature of water is measured at outlet. From the above data, the calorific value of gas can be calculated. Calorific value of gas can be calculated by the energy balance equation that I have explained.